Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cells and Genes. Today we'll discuss on the topic cancer. So let us see how a cancer cell is formed. So when a normal cell they have lost the control over the division, differentiation and apoptosis, they become cancer cells or they become the tumor cells. So when a normal cell they have lost their control, when they have lost their control over division, differentiation and apoptosis, they result in a cancer cell. So a normal cell becomes a cancer cell when they have lost their control over these three things, that is division, differentiation and apoptosis. We also call cancer tumor. Okay, so cancer cell is also called as tumor cell. Now we have understood that tumor is a result, or cancer is a result of an abnormal proliferation of cells without differentiation and apoptosis. There won't be any differentiation or there won't be any apoptosis for a tumor cell. So tumor cell is a result of an abnormal proliferation of cells without differentiation and apoptosis. Now, tumor can be divided into benign tumor and malignant tumor. So it is based on the, types of tumor, which is based on the type of cell. It is based on the type of cell from which they arise. So based on the type of cells from they arise, the tumors can be divided into benign tumor and malignant tumor. Now, talking about benign tumor, these cells remained clustered together in a single mass. They form a single mass. They remain clustered together as a single mass, and so that they'll not spread into other sites. They cannot spread into other sites. They cannot spread into other body parts or other body sites. So now when we see a benign tumor, it will it resembles normal cells. Okay, it resembles normal cells. So we said they remain clustered together in a single mass. Okay, here they remain clustered together as a single mass and they cannot spread into other body sites, and they resembles normal cell. So they look like normal cells. So a majority of primary tumors seen in humans, they are these benign tumors, and they are since they resembles normal cells and did not spread into other body sites, they are considered to be harmless. And they are well differentiated. And they are like normal cells itself. Okay, so they are clustered in single mass and they do not spread into other body sites. They resemble normal like normal cells. They have the features of normal cells, so they are considered to be harmless. They are well differentiated and normal. Now coming to the malignant tumor, they do not remain localized. So we cannot find them as a single mass in a particular body site. They did not remain local site, and they do not remain localized, and they are not encapsulated. We can say they are not encapsulated. Okay, and they become progressively, this is one of the main feature, they become progressively invasive and malignant. So malignant tumor, they are invasive and malignant. What happens is that they invade the surrounding normal tissues. They start to invade the normal tissues. So that property is called invasiveness. They have the property of invasiveness. And how they spread? They spread throughout the body, through a circulatory system or lymphatic system. So they will start invading the normal tissues, and also they spread from one body side to the other body side through circulatory system or lymphatic system, and that property is known as metastasis. Okay, we say that they can spread throughout the body through circulatory system and lymphatic system. That is known as metastasis. Okay, now we could say that most of the cancer that are common nowadays, they are all malignant tumors, because they can be like spreading from one body part, and they are also more like invasive, so, and they are not like localized, so they spread from one body side to the other body side. And here the other property is they are not differentiated, they are less well differentiated than normal cells. So that term what we use is anaplastic. They are known as anaplastic, that is, they are well less differentiated. Okay, now let us say what is cancer. Cancer is an abnormal proliferation of cells that can invade tissues and metastasize to distant sites. So the definition of cancer is, it is an abnormal proliferation of cells that can invade tissue and metastasize, okay, that can invade tissue and can metastasize to distant sites. So definition of cancer is it is an abnormal proliferation of cells that can invade tissue and metastasize to distant sites. Now let us see the origin of cancer. So it has originated from single abnormal cell, that is called monoclonal origin. So it is monoclonal origin. That means it has a single abnormal cell from which the cancer has been originated. So we say it has monoclonal origin. Transition of a normal cell. So a normal cell is being changed into a tumor cell. Okay. This transition of a normal cell to a tumor cell, it is known as transformation. So that is the change. That means a normal cell is being changed into a tumor cells. That method, that process is known as transformation. So this transformation, we could say in 3 stages. First stage is initiation. Okay. The second stage is promotion. And the third stage is progression. So these are the 3 stages where a normal cell is gradually turned into a tumor cell. So this method or this process is called transition. This transition is called a transformation, that is initiation, promotion, and progression. So, in the case of initiation, what happens? In the case of initiation, the normal cells, the normal cell, they become changed. Okay, now the normal cell is changed in this initiation step, and finally they form a tumor. So the normal cells start changing, and this change is permanent and heritable change. Okay, and now where does this change occurs is that permanent heritable change in the expression of cancer related genes of transformed cells. So this transforms the normal cells, they change into a tumor cell. So the tumor cells, they will have a lot of genes that is related to cancer, in the expression of cancer, that those genes are related to the expression of cancer. So in those genes we could see permanent and heritable change. So it could be occurred by either direct genetic change. Direct genetic change, it could be by, for example, mutation. It could be by mutation. And the second method, how the expression of cancer related genes of transformed cells by the change of gene expression. Okay, change of gene expression, like it could be due to epigenetic changes. So epigenetic changes means a change in the pattern of gene expression. The gene expressions may be different. It can be without the change in the DNA sequences. The DNA sequences would be the same, but the gene's expression level may vary, or there will be a change in the pattern of this gene expression. So the initiation step, the normal cell, they start to change, or and they form a tumor cell. Now a tumor cell is formed. Normal cell is no more normal cell, they will be a tumor cell. And permanent heritable changes in the expression of cancer related genes of transformed cells, of this transformed cell, by direct genetic changes, or by the change of gene expression due to epigenetic changes. Now coming to the promotion, in that step, what happens? There is increased proliferation of the initiated cells. These cells start to proliferate, they start to increase in their number. Increased proliferation occurs in promotion. And what happens, which increases the population? Increased proliferation results in the increased population of initiated cells. That step occurs in this stage, promotion stage. Now coming to progression, what happens is that process of acquiring additional genetic changes, due to genetic instability. So there will be more genetic instability because of this tumorigenesis. So because of that, these increased or the increased population, or increased this tumor cells, there will be a lot of genetic changes occurring in all these cells, and it will lead to malignancy. Okay. So in this step, progression, the process of acquiring additional genetic changes due to genetic instability. There will be genetic instability. Okay, because of this genetic instability, what happens? There will be genetic changes inside these tumor cells, and it will lead to malignancy. So these are the three steps: initiation, promotion, and progression. And finally, it will be metastasis. Okay. Final step after this, metastasis. That means tumor invasion. They will be moving to other body sites and invading the different body sites. So that is after initiation, promotion, progression and metastasis. Initiation, a normal cells become a tumor cell, and now it is no more a normal cell, it will be called as a tumor cell. And after that, this single tumor cell, they will be proliferating, they will be multiplying themselves, and it will be like a crowded place, it will be like increased population. And after that, slowly there will be a genetic instability, and there will be like more genetic changes happening inside these cells, and it will lead to malignancy. So that it is the tumor invasion, it will be invading the other body sites. So this is the end of today's class. I hope you understood it, and I'll be putting the next parts in the coming videos. If you like my video, please hit the like button and do share my video, and subscribe to my channel for future updates. Thank you so much.